Hey horse lovers, welcome back to Free Spirit Equestrian. So in today's video, we are doing our full boot camp video finally. So what I'm actually gonna do is show you all the different types of things that we've been working on with both Esmeralda and Ariel, she's back there. And I'm gonna be working with them individually. So this is gonna be super fun. So Ezzy and Ariel are almost 1 year old, okay? So Ariel, we think is a year old. Ezzy will be a year old in about a month. And they have both went through their first heat cycle. If you don't know what it is, Google it. But moral of the story, Ezzy is going through some naughty teenage years, right? No, she's just been really bossy with Ariel and showing dominance, which is totally normal. Super sweet love bug with me though. You're such a nice baby. Absolutely obsessed with this guy. Both of them are. But yeah, so hopefully she'll be a good girl today. She's absolutely huge and you're gonna see more of her. So, hey, told you. They're both obsessed. Girls, I don't know what to do with you. And Lumiere 100% will try to mount them. So he cannot go out with them. He tried to mount Beauty through the fence and yeah, that wasn't fun. But anyways, that's a whole other thing in itself. He's fine. Like, I mean, I think that was more of like a one-off thing because she was really enthusiastic about it, but I just keep my eye on them and they're just in here right now because I'm going to work with them. So typically they're like out in the field, not right next to each other like this. So, okay, girls, are you ready for your training session today? We're going to show them what all you got, so you better be good. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. You can be naughty. You're babies. Like, it's all good. All right, Ezzy, I think we're going to start with you. How about that? Okay, get your halter right now. All right, I got her. So we're going to take her into the outdoor arena. I have some things set up, and we're going to be doing a lot of great things today and just kind of show you what I do with my foals in order to prepare them for basically life. So going through gates is one thing. Turn your hips. Good girl. So that she understands how that works. There's so many simple things that we do with horses who are already trained that we don't even think about, you know, on a regular basis, like going through gates and going into the stall and all those types of things. So obviously we're going to start with grooming first and then go from there. Yes, I got your friend. I got her. You gonna check out all our fun stuff? You are funny. Yeah, she's getting really big. She's definitely taller than Mushu. Sorry, I didn't bring the stick out. I was actually going to today and I totally forgot. But I wanna say, back up, baby. I wanna say she's definitely taller than Mushu. She's probably 14 hands is what I'm gonna guess. I think we're just gonna groom right here today. I don't have a great place, okay, to tie them in here. So I think we're just gonna kind of groom out in the open. You pretty baby. Are you a pretty baby? So we're just gonna start with a little bit of curry, and I'm not gonna show you a ton of the grooming because we've shown a lot of videos like this. So I will tie them. They have been up at the hitching post, which you're gonna see in a clip here from another day. I'll groom them at liberty kind of without a halter or like I am now, or they'll stand tied with twine or like I said at the hitching post. But today, this is what's going to be best. I could tie twine around one of those posts over there, but I think Ariel or Beauty will just come up and bug Ezzy. So yeah. And the reason I'm separating them is because like number one, I want to work with each horse individually, but now they're big enough where it's not really safe to like have one horse loose and you know, working with the other horse. Good girl. They both love their curry and groom sessions. They're super cool. And each of them have strengths and weaknesses. Like Ezzy isn't as great about picking up her back legs. I mean, she will obviously, where Ariel is. And Esmeralda loves fly spray, where Ariel isn't as fond of it. So, you know, they all have differences. Good girl. Good girl. You're so sweet. Oh, look at the sleepy eye. Let me show them. Such a good girl. And look at all this feather she's getting. Like, it grows more all the time, especially now that she's shed out. She still has this little floof here. I need to like cut it or something. And then each of them are just gonna get the soft brush too. Little face brush. Then we'll brush your mane. Good girl. So Ezzy, I can just fly spray like this Can you not get into the grooming bag? She doesn't really care. She just wants attention, honestly. Very good girl. Gotta get those little feathered legs. Okay, so there's a few different things I like to work on with the foals with just basic touch. So let me show you. So I'm gonna touch the ears. Good girl. Scratch behind them. I'm gonna look at the teeth and just kind of do a little bit of a hyoid release. This will get them used to like worming or anything like that. Good girl. Nice. Very good girl. And then what we're gonna do is pick her hooves. So she's not tied, so I'm only gonna do her front ones right now.
Another thing I teach them is to stand still while I walk all the way around them on both sides.
Good girl, you're so good. Okay, so teaching them just to stand still and relax is super important. I know. The other thing I do is I want them to get used to reins going over their head, right? So I'm not gonna start them under saddle till they're 4 years old, but we're doing all this stuff before that time comes to prepare them for that, just simple things. So this is what I'll do. Just take the lead rope. I'll purposely touch their ears, and then this way, okay? And then even again. Good baby. And then switching sides. Because you want to do everything from both sides, you know, for the most part, especially when you're actually going to start them. Good baby. The other thing I do is I get them used to the ropes touching them. So just lightly throwing it over and having it touch their side, wrapping around the leg. Good girl. Just super gently. Good girl. And just, obviously I'm just being very gentle because she is young. But hopefully the time we start under saddle, this stuff won't be a big deal. Also preparing them to think about mounting. I'm gonna jump up and down next to her. She's like, what are you doing, you weirdo? And the treats in my pocket are actually making noise too, which is kind of even better. And again, both sides, stand low. She's just like, you're crazy. Good girl. Lifting the tail. Good girl. Okay, so now we're just gonna work on basic leading and walking her over these ground poles behind us and backing through them. She's slow today. Bite the lead rope, you goofball. So that's so good for their proprioception and just basic training, trail preparation, awareness of their limbs. Just a good girl. Okay, let's move on to cones. So now we're just gonna work on basic maneuvers like her yielding her hindquarters, kind of like she did at the gate earlier. Nice pivot. Good girl. Good girl.
So I'm mainly teaching her to move her hindquarters and disengage them in case I was to ever need to move her over, like at the hitching post or any type of different maneuver. And I also am teaching her carrot stretches, aka some lateral flexion within the neck. And we're going to do this on both sides. And this is just a great exercise, and it distinguishes the movement from the head of the neck versus the body and the shoulder. And she did great with it.
Now we're gonna come over to the mounting block, okay? And I'm gonna explain to you kind of from a point of view what we do here. So see, she already lined up. There's a fly bugging her. This will be our second time working at the mounting block. I know, I see it, honey. Let me get it. Okay, so we are at the mounting block, and this is our second time ever working at the mounting block. So I'm gonna practice walking up it. I'm gonna pet her, I'm gonna talk over her, see? Because the problem is sometimes people don't prepare them for mounting when they actually start riding them, and hearing something above your head is completely different than right next to you. So that's why I'm talking to her. I'm gonna pet her, let her know this is a positive experience. Hi, Ezzy. Hi. I'm gonna stop so she gets used to that. I'm gonna kind of put my knee, just kind of rub her side. Good girl. Good girl. Pet her. Come down it. Move it. Because all these things, they could scare them. You can eat it if you want. I don't want to step on you. What are you doing? Hi, baby. Just gonna kind of pet her, hug on her. She's like, this is boring. Good girl. Okay, just kind of touching her. All right, that's it. We're done. No more with that. You stood real nice. She's like, okay, now can I eat it? Here, you want a treat? Because you did so well. Good job, Ez. Okay. You're almost done. And this is still a short session, but it's one of the longer ones I've done with her because she is getting a smidge older. And I think this is just a really good way to build on what we've been doing. All right, so now we're gonna mess with the saddle pad. And this is honestly just nothing, right? Like getting her used to a blanket because we didn't end up needing to blanket her or Ezzy this winter. And just getting her used to the feel of it. Notice how she's not tied? Well, even if I had a good spot to tie her out here, I wouldn't. She's like, look at her. Like, she thinks everything's a game. You look pretty in gold. Good. Nice job. Can we walk around with it on? Oh, so good and so pretty. Oh, good girl. What was that? What was that? She's like, that thing makes noise. And worst case, the thing would fall off. And if she got nervous, I'd hold on or let go if I really had to. And it's just going to fall off. It's not attached to her. Good. So again, just kind of moving it. Setting it on. Good girl. Just touching her. Good girl. She's like, I got a little itch. Okay, you were so good with the saddle pad. Nice job, baby. Let's go put this back. Then we got 2 more things. What do you think? She's like, I don't know. Pretty crazy thing, huh? Has that got your attention? Can I touch you with it? Oh, good girl. It matches your halter. What's it doing? What do you think of that? What do you think? She's like, can I eat it? Touch. Good. Touch. Good. And that just teaches them to get used to other objects. And it's just a fun exercise. Okay, last thing, and then you're all done. Okay, we got the tarp out. Let's see what Ezzy thinks. What do you think? What is that? She's like, huh? Should we put some treats on it for you? Look. Some little treats there. Good job! What was that? What was that? Good girl. Good job. Put a couple little treats on there. That was different for her. Good baby! Good baby.
Now it is time to see Ezzy's grand finale performance. I'm so excited about what she's learned. Check this out. I have never even attempted to do anything like this with her before, so she learned this in 5 minutes. Is that not incredible?
Okay, now we got Miss Ariel. So let's get you through the gate. Good, and swing your hip. So some of this stuff, like I said, we've done before, and other things are either the second time or brand new. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how Ariel responds to everything versus Esmeralda.
So as I said, Ariel is about 1 year old, and she is a Brabant quarter horse with some Percheron cross, and her color is bay roan. So she's super beautiful and so sweet.
All right, first things first, we're gonna groom you. Clean some of that hair out of that. We're just gonna groom you right here. You don't have much to curry. And look at her gorgeous coat. So she is a bay roan. And it was funny because when I got her in September, she was completely unhandled, but anyways, when I got her in September, she looked like this. I mean, a little bit color-wise. She had a little more white in her, I think. Then she went completely bay for winter with her winter coat. Then she was starting to shed out and went white, but kept her bay brown face. And now she shed out again with the roan. So it's really fun, and she'll change a lot over the years. Good girl. Such a sweetheart. They both have totally different personalities. It's funny, she's a lot more reserved and calm, but she can be skeptical about certain things. And I think a lot of that is probably because she was unhandled. So they both surprise me. I'm so happy I have them though. I mean, working them and raising them, training is a ton of work. And a lot of people have asked, like, will I do it again? And I'm not 100% opposed to it. But it is not easy. Like, they are a ton of work. I mean, I'm basically responsible for setting them up for life, which is like actually kind of scary if you think about it. And I've trained a lot of horses, project horses, horses that have issues, completely started horses. I mean, I've done that so many times. But these are my first, like, literally are foals, right? And training them. Like even Mushu, I mean, he never had a saddle on, he never lunged. I've taught horses all their basic skills, but it's just different when no one has literally ever touched them before. Both Ariel and Esmeralda. I mean, Esmeralda was born here, so it's a different situation, but it's just crazy. Are you gonna be good about fly spray? Are you gonna be good about it today? And she'll do the same thing. She'll just stand when I groom her because she loves it. Sweet, sweet girl. Brush that little face. Look at it. So snuggy. You want your little itchies? Such a good girl. Now, she's not going to like when I fly spray her, but she'll tolerate it. Oh, I know. I'm getting it. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Good girl. Oh. Hey, it's okay. Good job, baby. Good job, baby. It's okay. Good girl. Good. Now I put a little more on her for like training purposes to get her used to, it's okay. It's kind of those initial sprays and then she's like, okay, it's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna do those basic handling things that I did with Esmeralda. So we're gonna touch the ear. Good girl. We're gonna look in the mouth. We're gonna do the little highway release. Good girl. We're gonna walk around, stand whoa. Stand whoa. Good girl. Good girl. Stand whoa. Stand whoa. Good girl. And doing it in the front too. She's looking at Ezzy over there.
Now it's time to do the pulls with Miss Ariel, so let's see how she does, especially backing over them.
Ezzy couldn't quite back over them completely like her, so she did really well with that. All right, let's go do the cones. What are you trying to do? You trying to eat my hat? Huh? You trying to eat my hat? What are you doing? Have a kiss? Mwah. I already got lipstick on your face. That's mine. That's my hat. I will sunburn. I don't have all that fur like you. Okay, you ready for mounting block? You did good. So this will be her second time doing the mounting block. You're such a good girl. Look at you. Kind of touching her sides with my knee. What a good girl. What am I doing to you? What am I doing? What am I doing? You being so good? You being so good? Good girl. Come on. That was awesome. You want to smell it or you want a treat? Okay, we got the saddle pad. I have a feeling she's not gonna like it. She's had it on one other time, but I could be wrong. You wanna smell it first? You're such a good girl, look at it. What's it doing? She was pretty good about me putting it on. I didn't have the tripod and I just wanted to put it on for a second. Look at, she's kind of like, why is this thing on me? It's okay. Oh, there's a bee. Bad timing, bee. We're trying to teach these little babies. What do you think of this? It's not a big deal. Might not like this. Oh, good. Like I said, it just gets them used to something being on them. Hold on, I'm not trying to tell you to back up. She's like, no, I'm gonna eat the lead rope. She don't care. Just want you to get used to that. Oh. She wants to follow me, that's the thing. I'm not trying to ask you, follow or give you a treat. I just want to move the saddle pad. Oh, there, now she understands. Stupid bee. Come on, let's walk. I mean, I love bees, but not when they're trying to sting. I actually think those are like wasps. Good girl, Ariel. She's like, I can walk myself. Okay, I think that was good. You did a good job with the saddle pad. Nice job, baby. Nice job. She's like, there's so many things to play with over here. That's our touch toy. You're already touching it. Oh my gosh. Well, she's like, what else can I get into? Now we got the flag. What do you think? So I'm letting her kind of, look at her come after it. Good job. What is that? See it? Can I put it by you? Nice job, Ariel. She's like, I don't know about that. The wind's blowing. I'm not moving it. I don't want it too close to you. Good job. You're so brave. You're so brave. Good touch. Good girl. She wants to eat it now. You done with this? Okay. Let's give you a treat. That was so good. But seriously, the amount of time and energy it takes to put into the foals is crazy. Touch. Good job. Touch. Good girl. Touch. Good baby. Ariel was also able to pick up on the bowing cue, the first steps that are required, and she is just so smart and willing. Both of them are. I'm so proud. You love the tarp. Look at you, superstar. Ariel. Don't even have to ask you, you just do it. Such a smart girl. Look at you. See what I mean? They're actually both great at everything, you know what I mean? But each of them have different strengths and weaknesses and different sensitivities, which is good. But they're both super sweet and very, very willing. Ezzy, I would say, is a little more stubborn, where it's not a bad thing, she's just smart. Where like Ariel, she's super easygoing, but she kind of gets wigged out differently than Ariel would. But she doesn't like actually do anything, but you can just tell like she kind of freaks out, but it's like in place. Which I think attributes to her not having handling. You playing like a silly? You're a good girl. This is so good for them, like mentally too. It gives them so much stimulation. Come on, Ariel. You wanna cross? Come on. Can you cross it for me? She's like, I'm not dumb. There's treats right here. Come here. Good. Come on, girl. You cross it for me? Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, you're so cool. You're so smart, baby. What a good girl you are. What a good girl you are. Mwah. My sweet Ariel. My sweet Ariel. Now what I'm gonna do is show you guys some clips from them being in the stalls and at the hitching post with the farrier. So hope you enjoy.
So every few days or so, we will bring the mares, the fillies, up to the stalls, and we will feed them in there, and they stay in there for a short period of time. They were in here for a while today because all of the horses came in because it was farrier day. So the fillies waited in the stalls till it was their turn, and then what you're gonna see is we're gonna take them out, tie them at the hitching post, and they are gonna get trimmed. So Ezzy is up first. Now she was a little more fidgety, but we were getting our roof done. You can see the roofers in the back, so it was super loud and chaotic today, but she still did a great job, and Beauty is there for moral support for both of the foals so that they get a sense of calm. I just think it's a good thing, and Beauty is just such a good example. She's great with them. They know her. She's very calm, so it was perfect.
That was an amazing training session. Honestly, they both impressed me, especially with the bowing, something we've never done before, which was incredible. And today I'm wearing my red roan lipstick, so I went with a more bold color today. If you want to support Free Spirit Equestrian, you can order something off the Spirited Horse Boutique. That's the best way to support us. Link in the comments and the description. Sunday, June 2nd, we have the biggest launch ever in the boutique. You guys are gonna flip. I've been working on this so hard and I cannot wait for you to see it. Ariel over there just having the best time. So distracting, but I love her to death. Okay, we gotta put the spotlight on you again because you're funny. She's like, I'm done now. I was just trying to interrupt you. She's so cute. But yes, mark your calendars for next weekend because it is gonna be fantastic. And I just can't wait for you to see like even the pictures we did. Like they're just so pretty, and the horses, like, oh, I'm just so happy. She's really loving that. Are you loving the tarp? All right, horse lovers, if you like Free Spirit Equestrian, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything Free Spirit Equestrian, any updates, and I hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend and loving this movie marathon. We'll see you next time, horse lovers. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Ma'am, I kind of need to put that tarp away. I guess you're still having fun. You want to go back with your sister and aunties? Yeah, you both worked really hard today. You worked really hard. All right, good girl.